Now, at this stage, I don't worry about that.
Right.
And recent example is TikTok. You mentioned I jumped onto TikTok, bombarding on TikTok. But the silent factor of 4 months, people don't know. That in the month of July, when I got blue tick verified on Facebook and Instagram, in the month of August, I'm taking one step back of putting out less content on Instagram and then focusing on TikTok. By the same point in time, now because of the resources and the talent and the practitionership and the execution levels I have, it was not complete back off from Instagram. कि हाँ मैं Instagram में दिखूंगा नहीं, ऐसा नहीं था.
Because you've already adopted to use it.
Exactly. So I will be there. Even if I don't put out feed posts, I will be there with 30 stories. That's what my answer is. So like depending upon where you are right now, based on the digital stuff, you can pick one or many by focusing on one very seriously. So then when I started in August, I didn't have any plans that will I succeed or not. My blue tick and my first ever video which went viral was after 200 plus videos on TikTok. And that too in a span of what? 3 months.
Right.
So 90 days and 200 videos.
So at initial stages, like if you go back,
2014, 13.
maybe when you had to learn video editing, when you had to learn audio editing, when you had to use maybe 10 different tools.
I'll just say that what I did.
Yeah.
In 2014, if I talk, I was a call center guy, plus then I started with digital marketing jobs. So it was always a daytime job when I jumped into digital marketing. So I always used to record, come back home, and then record YouTube videos. I was not that much confident in front of camera, so all my YouTube videos, old videos, they're screen recording videos. So I always figured out a way wherein one thing was sure, I have to put out content. How? I don't know.
Okay.
I have to put out content. So my 2014 videos, most of them would be screen recording videos, where I used to use free softwares, जिसमें typing की टक टक आवाज़ आ रही है, bullshit quality. If you read the comments, you will see they are bullshitting on my videos. Because for an audience, they don't know whether I am a YouTuber or not, or I'm an experienced or not. For them, it is piece of content. So it's an evolution. That's where I relate with Gary Vee so much when he says it's not about quality.
Yeah.
It is about quantity of you putting out content, because in that process you will evolve with respect to your quality. I'm sure this won't be my quality in 2024.
Right.
It will be way better than that, because that point in time probably I would be putting out 500 pieces of content that day.
And I think recently you spoke about most cases people fear a lot, if they ask some questions, they go to Google or they go to some research center and then they see whether it's right.
They're not practitioner.
But you said that you have to start with experience, like whatever you feel is right.
See, being in SEMrush as a speaker, I'm not talking a shit about SEO. I'm not. If SEMrush would have told me that you have to come as a speaker to speak in front of audience with respect to SEO, I would have said no. I would have said no. That's the point. Because I've stopped doing SEO for myself since 2017.
Okay.
I was doing video SEO a lot.
Right.
You go to YouTube, you search for digital marketing salary, digital marketing job, digital marketing interview questions. You'll see my videos, but they are not on my channel. They are on DigiPerform's channel, where I was the product manager. So when I used to say, I used to talk. But now...
And you don't focus on these SEO elements on your videos?
Because it doesn't matter to me. I'm putting out so much of content and I'm just going... See, SEO. Right now people are searching for my brand where? I have to focus there first.
Right.
People are not going on Google to search me, because I as a brand, I'm monitoring my brand. I know where my traffic is coming from.
Have you seen any B2B brand is doing really good at content?
Sorry?
Any B2B brand that you can think of?
Of where?
That you can, like, let's say, do you know any brand in B2B space that is doing really, really good at content? I mean, if you have to name a few.
You have a phone?
Yeah.
You have downloaded TikTok?
Yes.
Open that. Because my hands are tied up, or else I would have shown on my phone. I'll just give you a live answer.
For B2B.
Search.
Internet is not that good here.
Okay. Search B2B consultant. search,
Hey, sorry.
tags,
I just got caught up in something.
beauty, IT,
It's very rare.
image consultant, let's say. Okay, now see, there is nobody who is doing serious content.
Not at all.
This is where I will tap in. This is where I will tap in because I have the 100% leverage of becoming the first guy. This is what I did in August.
Right.
In August, I went into TikTok. I searched for digital marketing. Nobody was there. Right now, search for digital marketing, you will see the example.
Yeah. So that's actually I've noticed that in TikTok it's mostly like
See, my point is, the reason why I told you to practically see it is to experience the negatives and the positives. People are seeing the negative part, that there is nobody who is doing B2B on TikTok. And I'm like, then why don't you do it in the first place? So that you don't have to worry about the advertisements when TikTok organic would fall. It is giving you free reach, so why don't you go? Right now I met one lady and she was like, my family business is real estate. And she was not at all into TikTok. She asked me what should be the number one strategy. I'm like, TikTok video. She's like, are you serious? I'm like, yes, open up TikTok, search for real estate. There are 52.8 million views for that real estate hashtag. And she's like, what the fuck? Itne sare log hai? I'm like, there are 1.3 billion downloads of TikTok. What do you think? People are not there? They are there. B2Bs are also there, just like you went there. But people are not posting. That's the point.
apart from like, do you see that there are any brands that are doing really well in B2B, like B2B companies that are doing really good at content?
I have no clue because, see, I'm not running an agency. Had it been, I would have run an agency, I would be working with 200 clients. That's where my experience would be there. My expertise is in personal branding. So you talk about, that's where I got to image consultant, because image consultant once again is what? Like a personal brand. Someone who is working for somebody else's image. Right? And that's once again a B2B sector. I recently got one of the guys who went to Google, searched for Digital Pratik and went into news section. And because I've done PR, he contacted me, he called me up and he's like, I have this 400 crore wala client and I'm an image consultant for them. But I fucking have no clue about how I can build my own brand online because he's a pure offline guy. So I look into, like, see, for me, all these words like B2B consultant and all, I don't look into the terms. That's where I don't want to call myself as a digital marketing consultant or something. I'll stick to social media communicator for myself. Where my focus is कि अगर कोई B2B आता है, B2C आता है, which are like jargons which people are using in the world, my focus is कि उनको awareness मिलनी चाहिए in simple terms. So if somebody comes to me, I want to have awareness, I want to grow on TikTok, okay, fine, you can. For that, you have to be shown. If somebody wants to have the awareness of 1,000 people in SEMrush marketing show, people have to buy the ticket and come to the event. Same, people have to use TikTok. Even if, let's suppose, if somebody is coming to this event and he sits in the corner, nothing will happen. So once TikTok is open, nothing would happen. Like, the content is the only gateway to any business. I'm telling you, to any business. Be it like regional people, and I'm sure this is something which I would personally apply as well, this B2B wala thing in like 1 or 2 years, and then I'll stick it to the face with the results. I did that with the regional language thing. People always used to ask me, sir, I'm not good at English, my Hindi is weak, my Marathi is good, and all those things. And I used to tell since past 2 years that you can do this in regional. Why don't you start in regional? Like, if you just tap Marathi people in Maharashtra, just imagine how much crowd you have. But you are thinking how I'll scale international. Arey bhai, local to pehle set kar. That's where I jumped into Gujarati brand. And it is bombarding. So now I have a proof. It's just that I don't have time for this B2B sector where I can do something with respect to personal branding. And I'll only do when I have a mechanism in my mind which is 100% sure for me, not for the audience. I don't worry about failing my system in front of audience. First, I'll set it in my head that, okay, fine, 90 days is this. Pati, you बोलो ना तुम्हारे माटे free है वो. So that's the point, man.
Sure. I think you'll
Hi, Jerry.
Sure.
Alright.
I think you're running out of time.
I always have time. This is like my prime time. Hi. Hello.
Dr. Khushbu Pandya,
Dr.
India's
Khushbu
first
Pandya.
PhD in social media. Dropout zero, boy.
I actually
I'm so proud of that.
messaged you. I actually messaged you.
Okay.
In case you'll
I'm so sorry. हमें थोड़ा बाजू में जाता रहिए.